Each of these songs represents a sense, a movement, in some cases a sonic revolution that completely altered the course of popular music. They're all also calling cards almost for those cities. Songs totally linked with their city's identity, and it might be why you probably consider them to be music cities. And now, the mystical thing, the thing we about stories like this, in those cities weren't doing anything in particular to make those moments happen. There is no formula for capturing lighting and battle. The formula didn't give us a grunge music or introduce topic to Dr. Dre. And there's definitely definitely no blueprint for how to open your in South Memphis that turns out in home to Booker Jones, William Bell, and Albert King. So this is just something that happens then, right? When it starts perfectly line, great music just happens. And in the meantime, New York and National Line can catch out the heights that came through our radios, define our generation, and soundtrack our wedding and our funerals and everything in between. Well, I don't know about you, but the very idea of that just deadly burning to me. There are musicians all around you making powerful, important music, and thanks to internet and its limitless probabilities for creators to create music and fans to discover the music. Those zigzag songs don't have to handle down to us. For some confidence room full of singers is corporate high use. But also, and more importantly, we can't decide that it's just something that happens because music is about so much more than hits. Those big iconic moments that change everything. It's more than just entertainment. For so many of us, music is truly a way to navigate life, a means of self expression, sure, but it also helps us find out self worth and figure out we are. It connects us with other people at almost nothing else is can. Across language barrier, across social and cultural and economic divides, music makes us smarter and healthier and happier. Music is necessary. What if you lived in a city that believed that? That said, we're not reading, waiting for that hit song to define that. We're a music city because music is necessary. By seeing music as necessary, a city can build two things. First, an ecosystem to support the development of professional music and music business. And second, our respective and engaged audience to sustain them. And those are the two critical elements of Music City. A city whose leaders recognize that importance of music for our development as individuals, our connection as a community, and our viability as a violent place to live. See smart cities, music cities know that thriving nightlife, a creative class culture, is what attracts young, talented people to cities. It's what brings that lightning. And no, we can't predict the next egg that will hatch, but we can create a city that acts like an incubator. To do that, first we've got to know what we've got. That means identifying and quantifying our access. We need to know them backward and forward, from who and what and where they are to what their impact is on economy. Let's count our recording studios and our record labels, our historic landmarks and our handcore bank clubs. We should count monthly free jazz nights and weekly folk jams, music schools, artist development, instrument shops, every lace and every leisure, music museum open years around, and music festivals and open just one weekend. Now, ideally, through this process, we'll create an summon, dropping a pin for each one, allowing us to see exactly we've got and where organic momentum is already happening. Because it's not enough to paint in broad stock here. When it comes to specific support for music locally and a broad understanding of music brand nationally, you've got to have respect. Next, we'll need to identify our challenges. Now, it's important to know that for the most part, this won't be just the opposite of step one. We won't gain a whole lot by simply thinking about what's missing for our map. Instead, we need to approach this more. There are a lot of music veins of our map. Awesome, but are they struggling? Do we have a Venium ladder? Which just means can an artist starting out a coffee house open mic see clear path for how they grow from the at 25 seat room to 100 seat room and see no? And are we respecting them to go from coffee house to Kosalam? Maybe our challenges lie in city infrastructure, public transportation, urban housing. Maybe like in London, where the number of music venues went from 400 in 2010 to 100 in 2015. We need to think about protection against of the mayor of London in December of last year actually added something called the agent change to cities comprehensive and the same names. If real estate developer wants to build next to existing music venue, the developer is the agent change. They have to take the necessary steps for noise mitigation. Next, and this is very big one, we need leadership and we need a strategy. Now we know there are a lot of magic in the mix, a lot of right people, right place, right time, and that will never stop being of the way music is made, the way some of the best, most endearing music is made. but there can't be a leadership vacuum. In 2018, thriving music cities don't often happen and don't have to happen accidentally. We need elected officials who recognize the power of music and elevate the voices of creatives, and they're ready to put strategy in place. In music cities from Berlin to Paris to Bogota, music inventory ensure the musicians have a seat in the table. Their volunteer councils, they and they work directly with design inside the city hall of even chamber of commerce. The strongest strategies will build music community supports like this one inward while also exporting music. They go hand in hand. We look inward, we create the place that musicians want to live. And when we look at outward, we build opportun- but while also driving attention back to our city and leveraging music a tenant attraction tool.